Friends, in this video I will tell you in detail how to make money on NFT without attachments. I will try to do it as much as possible with all the details so that everyone who looked could understand how to make money on it today. From experience, I will say that all existing methods are repetitive. And some shareware mints sometimes bring hundreds of dollars within a relatively short period of time. And such successful examples that were this year, I will also show in this video. And as I said, all these stories are repetitive. That is, it was, is and will be. It is only necessary to understand the mechanisms and take an active part in these processes. Moreover, for many it happens for pleasure, because it is always accompanied by new acquaintances, common processes in which a lot of active completely different people are involved. In short, it won't be boring. Go. First, it is still necessary to make a reservation for the sake of justice that it is impossible to completely without investments in the crypt. There is still a gas network. This is a commission in tokens that you will have to pay even with free mint, or for example the minimum fee for mint, for example on the Bybit crypto exchange, but the profit potential is great, so over time you stop paying attention to gas. But how much money will be needed? I would say offhand that $100 should be in Ethereum tokens to pay for the gas of the network, while there are also other blockchains in which NFT and free mint are popular. The top collections in any case happen in Ethereum, so I would not waste my time and energy on other blockchains. Although you can earn money there too. Over time, when you join the movement, you yourself will see all the possibilities and, in fact, the infinity of choice. Let's take in order the basic terms and concepts that will be used. Free mint is a process in which you can get an NFT with random attributes for free. During free mint it can drop from the usual cheapest to the rarest, which can cost thousands of dollars even at the start. You need to understand that not all free mint shoot. We will also talk about how to understand the prospects of collections with free mint in advance. Whitelist is a list of wallets who will be able to crunch NFT on free mint or paid mint without queues and crowds, avoiding gas war. Gas wars are a feature of the blockchain, in which there is a strong rise in the cost of paying for the network's gas when a thirsty crowd simultaneously launches transactions on an open free mint. Conditionally, from $2 to $5, the cost of gas in Ethereum can easily grow by $20+, and sometimes $200+. It all depends on the size of the crowd. The MetaMask wallet is the most popular blockchain wallet that can work on the Ethereum network and can store NFT tokens. It can be downloaded as an application for your phone and as a browser extension on your computer. In the description there is a detailed text instruction on the MetaMask wallet. The Ethereum network uses the Ethereum token, ETH, to pay for network gas. You can top up your MetaMask wallet from the crypto exchange. I recommend that you definitely have an account on at least 3 exchanges. The first, Binance, is the most popular, but it can easily be sanctioned. It already introduces restrictions for citizens of the Russian Federation. The second, Bybit, is, in my understanding, the top 1 exchange today, and its official position is maximum loyalty to all citizens. There are generally all blockchains, buying and selling crypts from a card in the P2P section. In addition, there is a bonus link for which there will be 0 commissions for trading on the spot, for example, when buying the same Ethereum, and a bonus of $20 to $4,000 on the first deposit of at least $50. And the third, just in case, you can use some kind of exchange like MEXC, KuCoin, GATEIO, which often list tokens first, tokens with a potential of 100+x. I will leave all links with maximum bonuses and co-mission discounts in the description of this video. After registering on the exchange, for example on Bybit, you can go to the P2P cryptocurrency purchase section, select a bank card, and make a purchase. Everything takes literally 5 to 10 minutes. If necessary, write a comment. I will make a series of detailed videos on Bybit, registration, purchase, ways of earning, which there are many. After that, in the trade section, you can exchange the USDT that we bought earlier for the ETH token, click withdrawal, specify the address of your MetaMask wallet, and that's it. Ethereum to MetaMask. That's how simple and fast it is. Moreover, in order not to go far from Bybit, one of the ways to earn money on NFT, which I regularly use and made posts in Telegrams with the results, is on the exchange itself. They recently launched a unique promo company called GrabPick, in which part of the collection is sold for $1 at the start. The number for this price is limited. This happens several times a month, and the sale price always rises after. In the near future, there will be a sale for $3, and a limited number of NFTs, and sometimes really interesting collections with potential, such as this one, slipped through here. The previous collection in the style of goblins on the largest NFT marketplace OpenSea floor price, which starts at $1,200, that is, the cheapest NFT costs from $1,200. And if you look into goblin bags, there is a roadmap and also access to OpenSea, and this is a very good bell. And in theory, buying it for $3 here, it can be numbers 10 or even 100 times more. In order to participate in NFT GrabPick on Bybit, you need to store USDT tokens on the balance of the exchange, and there is no gas fee, because everything takes place within the exchange itself. Let's go back to Freemint. The question here is where to track them. As a rule, information is published by enthusiasts in various groups. I also have such an NFT enthusiast in the team who makes a good living on it himself and shares all Freemints and potential collections in our separate Telegram dedicated to earning on NFT. Link in the description. There is also a market for selling whitelists. What is a whitelist? This is a kind of getting into the list, which will be guaranteed to mint a particular collection at the start. Whitelists for top collections can cost several $1,000s. They are definitely obtained without investments and are sold on OTC markets. These are such markets, for example, in Telegram, where there are guarantors who, for part of the amount from the transaction, act as an intermediary when transferring the whitelist from the seller to the buyer and transferring payment. How do I get a whitelist? You need to take part in various contests and activities that take place in the Discord and Twitter of the project. Now a couple of examples. De Potatoes, today the floor price is $2,800+, and in the summer she had a free mint. But how to snatch exactly such collections? It's very simple. You need to look on Twitter what info she has in subscribers. Which top projects are in her subscribers, which are in the collaboration feed. According to Potatoes, after searching the information, it was possible to understand which people were behind it. It is also necessary to study collections at the time of utility. These are the values after mint that it will give. For example, access to a closed community, or tokens of the next developer project, or something else. Also, all these issues can be discussed in Telegrams. A few more useful points that you will definitely encounter. First of all, it must be understood that OpenSea is far from the only marketplace, and there are alternatives that often have less or no commission when buying NFT on the secondary, for example X2Y2, but it is important to understand there are fake collections or damaged NFTs that cannot be sold on OpenSea later. If anything, write in my Telegram on NFT in the chat under the posts. My assistant and partner will help and prompt. There is also such a term that you will definitely encounter. It's FCFS, who manage to eat it. This is when there is a limited number of NFTs on Freemint or whitelist, and only those who will be the first will have time. This principle is also used on Bybit GrabPick. Let's summarize the results. You can earn an NFT regularly and sometimes a lot. You need to be in the topic and track all the activities and take part in them. Search for these activities in Telegram groups by NFT. You will need an account in Telegram, Twitter, and Discord. An account on the exchange, for example, Bybit, a MetaMask wallet, and $100 Ethereum tokens. Both the time and the desire to be in this wave. And I'm sure success is inevitable here. It's a question of your approach and involvement. And if you have any questions, write in the Telegram. And thank you all for your attention. If it was useful, like it and good luck along the way.